Well, they're on their way. Time for me to start the APU. We should have good weather going out to Nassau. It's supposed to be clear all day there. I'm flying with the owner. Staying there for 3 nights, 4 days. So then after that, we'll fly to Tampa, clear customs. The owner and his wife will get off. I've got another pilot that'll meet us, and we'll fly back to St. Louis. B1 VR. Positive rate. Selected. Gear indicates up, flap selected. Non-amper engaged.
November 9er uniform, contact St. Louis departure. We'll talk to you soon.
Our departure, 9 uniform, good morning.
Good morning.
St. Louis departure, citation 9 uniform is out of 1,500 for 3,000.
November 9er uniform, St. Louis departure radar contact, good morning.
Good morning.
And November 9er uniform, I was on the line. South 2 leaving, please. I'll have higher for you here once you roll down your turn.
Out of 2,000 for 3,000 for 9 uniform.
November 9er uniform, can I maintain 1010,000?
I maintain 10,000 for 9 uniform.
Take a look at the ship out here. Cruise ship passing. Okay, my room is, let's see, right there. Breakfast on the beach. Okay, there's the Carnival of Victory pulling into town. Chris and I took a cruise on that ship. Had a great time. Where the new world meets the old world. Fort Charlotte. Okay, let's go in here and check this out. See what we got here. All these guns protecting the harbor from the cruise ships these days. Okay, 250 years ago, they had probably cut down that tree out there or any others, so they had a clear shot right into the inlet to the harbor there. You can see how any ship would be vulnerable coming in. I'm going up here, up to the top of these bleachers, see what's up there, what I can see from it. Looks like it'd be a pretty good view. Here's the fort. Look down here. It's actually pretty cool. Out here, see? Let's go see what else they got. T. Brown Lee, 1840. Okay, let's see what's down here. Got to really watch your step because you could just trip right over this and down into here. Oh my gosh. I should have brought a flashlight. Very cool, very cool. Oh, that's where the well was. I love exploring these old forts. I mean, these things are just old. Look at this. That must be a ventilation shaft up there. See, I can actually feel a breeze coming through there. Gosh, which way to go? Okay. I should have brought a map. Poor planning on my part. No flashlight, no map. But there are lights down here. Military storehouse. little side passage here. Let's see where this goes. Oh wow, okay, this comes up here. Oh yeah, I saw this earlier, okay. Oh, you know, it'd help if I got rid of the sunglasses. One thing I find really odd about this is, oh yeah, I did come through here. I paid $5 for it. Worth the $5. I mean, very historical. I love this kind of stuff. It's self-guided tour. But I have not seen one other person since I came through the gate. It's like, it's just me. See, they carved this graffiti in there. There's 1850. We've got a ship with all the sails on it. We're gonna go down here, check out this lower level, see what's in there. Oh, it's locked. That's a disappointment. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, that's where I came out, opened that and saw the gate that was locked. Okay, so we did go in there. Area around it. Look how the sides are curved. It's interesting. I'm walking around the outer edge of it here. It's kind of interesting to see how this thing was built, the massive amount of work it took. I suspect there are more rooms to this. They just probably don't have them opened up. But that's too bad. I'd like to see them. Look at this. I don't think it's a firing port. I think it's probably either for ventilation or drainage. Yeah, if something had latched onto my arm, okay, I'll be the first to confess. I would have poo-pooed right there. Yeah. Let's chalk that up to some of my not better ideas. Well, I'm done, and these are the first people I've seen here. Up there on the little bleachers or seats or whatever they are. It's not for everybody. You know, if you're a history buff, you like this kind of thing, it's worth it. I don't think my wife would have enjoyed it, but you know, she would have gone along with it. I'm heading over to the Fish Fry for lunch. It's a collection of little places to eat, Bahamian local places. It's interesting, very interesting. I've been there a number of times. You can get some good stuff there. Fish fry. Frankie, gone bananas. There we go. Cruise ships in port right now. Here's my table. I was just looking around. First time in here. They just opened, so I'm their first person right here. Well, after a day of seeing the sights, I think it's time for dinner. I'm going to go across the street here, down the road on the other side on the beach, to Tiki Bikini Hut. I'm pretty sure is the name of the place. All right, time to get something to eat. See all those people out there? They're having a marathon here, and it goes on New Providence, Paradise Island, over to Atlantis, the bridges and cross, and it starts, I think, just down from the hotel. So I'm going to go check out the start. I think it may end fairly close to here also. I mean, what else are you doing at 5:30 in the morning? Okay, down to the lobby. It starts at 6, so I hope I'm not too late for this, because I'm not really sure how far it is from the hotel, but I think it's really close. Everybody's moving down this way, so I think it must be down here.
All of our third and fourth leg relay runners.
They're off. Time for some coffee now. I'll have to find out what time they're expected to be back. I don't know, 3 hours, 4, 6, 10? I've never run a marathon. It's a little early for the beach bars. There's where I had dinner last night. The finish line is somewhere else. It's just down here 5 minutes over by the Fish Fry. So I know exactly where that is. So hopefully I'll be there when the first runner comes across. I don't know. I mean, we'll see how this works out. Early morning cruise ship coming in. There's a Carnival cruise ship over there. starting to get a little light. Down that way is where the finish line is. This is the tail end of the last of the race, of the first race. I guess that was what, a 10K? See some of them coming in there. I've never seen this many cruise ships here at once. We got 4 in dock, 1 coming in. It's a Carnival ship. There's another cruise ship right behind it here. Look at that. The half marathoners coming in now. Got the half marathoners coming in. Got a line of weather coming in. I think it ought to be here probably within the next 30 minutes. Well, time for a little lunch. I think it's going to be Senior Frogs today. They're eyeing me. I had to move because of the rain. You can see the rain coming across here. It's now just reaching the cruise ships. Oh, it is coming down now. Let me give it to you. Flooding down here. Wind is blowing, the temperature's dropped. I'm trying to get back to the hotel. It is just blasting out here. How's it going? Oh boy, I just got out of the shower. I was wet and cold by the time I got to the hotel room. Wind just kept picking up, cold rain and the wind. And there's no sidewalk on parts of this road here. You know, you're just like right on the edge for the splash and that. Yeah, but that's kind of cool. You know, it's different. It's an experience you'll remember. Good morning. We're leaving today. Going back to the world of cold and snow. They got about an inch yesterday there at Spirit. But that won't be a problem for us at all. It'll be cleared off by the time we get there, if it isn't already cleared off. In fact, I think it is. Most of it's cleared off. But it's kind of a complicated day. I leave the hotel at 1. I got a driver picking me up, taking me to the FBO. Then I get the airplane ready at 3 o'clock. The passengers show up. With the owner also. He's flying today also. And we fly to Tampa. Clear customs. Owner gets off. Now at the same time, Olin is flying the Caravan down to Tampa, repositioning it for the season. And once the owner gets off and we clear customs, he'll hop on. And then Olin and I will fly the XL back to Spirit of St. Louis with the rest of the passengers. Had some weather there in St. Louis yesterday, so you know, it was kind of iffy whether or not he was going to be able to come down in the Caravan or not. But it looks like that's going to work out. It looks like we'll have a little bit of weather starting out, but for the most part, it's going to be a good trip for him. He's looking forward to it. I'm a little bit jealous because every year when I do it, I do a Caravan video and do a little segment in the center where I just kind of talk. So I'm doing my flight planning right now. Did that, filed a flight plan to Tampa and to Spirit. Did my EAPIS for customs. I've got to set customs up, take care of some other things. Breezy outside today here in the Bahamas, and it is cool. When I last looked a few minutes ago, it was like 66 degrees. But even though it's breezy, it's pretty. It's kind of nice watching the cruise ships go by. Oh, since some people commented on me showing what I was reading at the time in one of the videos, here's what I'm reading right now. Outliers. It is really interesting. Really interesting. You know, my grandmother always said that we were Scot-Irish on my mom's side. And my father's side, my grandmother always said we were Scot-Irish. And there's a whole chapter in there about the Scotch-Irish in the United States, which was very eye-opening to me. Very eye-opening. I mean, I could see so many things, but it's a very interesting book. I got it for 99 cents off Amazon used. It was being sold by a Goodwill. Just fantastic deal. See, there's my camera. I got it out this trip. People ask me all the time, what kind of camera do I use for my videos? Well, for the airplane shots out the front and out the side, I use a GoPro 5 and a GoPro 6. But everything else, I mean, even though I have a nice camera here, and on some occasions I will pull it out, most of all the other stuff, 90% of it, is my phone. That's what I'm doing this with right now. I take video with my phone. And you know what? I would use my camera if I had more opportunities to actually set the shot up and do that. But a lot of times I don't. It's really kind of a run and gun type thing. Get the clips as I'm moving, as I'm getting ready, as I'm going, as we're flying, as we're moving along. And there's not time to pull out a big camera, set it up on a little mount or a tripod or gorilla pod or something like that. I've just got to pull the phone out of my pocket, push the button. It is what it is. You do what you got to do to make it work. And a lot of times what I got to do is just pull out the phone. I do a little live broadcast on Instagram this morning. You Instagram people that are on my channel, if you're not following me on Instagram, do that, because when I'm not putting up videos, I'm putting lots of clips and different things up on Instagram. Past 3 days, I've done stories on Instagram about being in Nassau. So you don't want to miss that. I don't know, maybe you do want to miss it. Maybe you're thinking, I've had all I can take of this guy. It's time to dump him. Video of this place out here.
Approved for November 9 uniform.
It's all taken care of. Ready to go, cleaned up. Plenty of puppy snacks. I gotta make room for lots of bags. Okay, so we're taking on 300 gallons of Jet A. It'll be an hour and 4 minutes over to Tampa. We'll buy fuel at Tampa also because it's actually cheaper over there. We get a discount. And then 2.5 hours to Spirit of St. Louis. Olin is about 30 minutes out from Tampa right now, so he should easily be there by the time we clear customs and we're ready to head back out.
November 9 uniform, fly runway heading clear, immediate takeoff 32.
Runway heading on the roll, 32, 9 uniform. Runway heading, immediate takeoff.
84 Bravo Delta, clear to line 32, wind.
knots.
American 607, turn right at Whiskey
V1,
6, ground point 7.
Rotate.
Whiskey 6.7, American 603.
Positive rate.
You're up.
And your V2 and 20.
Flaps up, yacht damper.
Flaps up.
Okay, there's route 2. Would you put in 003 for me on the head?
Yes, sir.
Citation 9er uniform, contact departure.
Okay, over to departure, 9er uniform. 003 is booked.
Go all the way down to 7,000.
You need 77 temp approach, Jadis Delta, current at St. Pete, Tampa, altimeter 3032, expect visual approach, runway 36.
Expect the visual, we do have Delta allegiance 877, thank you.
United 77, turn left direct St. Pete, VOR for a left downwind entry, continue descent to 4,000.
Alright, left turn direct to St. Pete, and on the way down to 4,000 now, lead us 87.
Roger. And Tampa departure, citation 9er uniform, 2.5 for 6,000 on the ended departure.
Citation 90 uniform, Tampa departure, radar contact, climb and maintain 12,000.
Up to 12,000, 9er uniform.
12,000.
12,000 set. Speed brakes. Alright.
Does it look like one? Yeah, you're on it.
Okay, let's just stop.
Okay. Cockpit recirculating. I think that's off. Yep, off. Beamer lights. Thanks for watching. Thanks for the likes and comments. And if you made it this far, you need to subscribe. That way you'll find out about future videos coming out. And if you want to buy me a cup of coffee, you can always toss a buck in my Patreon. I appreciate everything. You guys keep the blue side up, the brown side down, and fly safe. And as always, be good.